It's Jeff again with Invested Climber. Today I'm here in Portsmouth, Virginia, here at Latitude Climbing and Fitness, and today we're going to be doing a beginning video on how to rock climb. Hope you guys enjoy it. So here's a quick intro into the gym. It has a weightlifting, CrossFit area, tension wall, a little yoga studio, has a little small bar where you can get some food and energy drinks, a little lounge area, and even in a cool video game spot. So with that said, let's get started. And now we're going to enter our climbing area. So there will be a separate door into this kind of climbing room. There's two side walls, one with that plus sign and the one we just saw on the left. Two island walls, well, I guess more boulder stylish walls. And then on the other side of the boulder, there's an overhang, and we're actually going to start our climb on it today. And before we start our first climb today, remember, just want to remind you guys to hit the like button so we can make more videos like this. Subscribe and comment below on what types of videos you'd like me to make in the future. That way we can kind of keep the videos tailored to what you guys want to see. And with that said, while I chalk up, thanks again everyone for watching, and let's get started on our beginner's tutorial. So if you're completely new to climbing, here are just the general rules. The beginning is usually marked with tape, and that's where you put your two hands to start. You can either have some chips, sometimes they don't, and then you'll go ahead and only step and use the same color holds, and the end will be marked with the same color tape. So I'm gonna go ahead and talk about what I'm doing. So first I'm gonna go ahead and start at the wall. Two hands on, both feet on these little chips, and I'm moving to these holds called jugs, which basically means they're really deep holds. You can almost kind of do a monkey bar hold onto them. One of the biggest things you got to remember in climbing is to always keep on moving your feet. Basically have an extra point of contact on the wall that will kind of make the climb easier, and that way you kind of preserve energy. One thing to also notice is when you start climbing, you're going to spend a lot of energy because you're going to be trying to pull so much with your arms. It's a good idea also to try practicing keeping your arms more extended throughout the climb. That way you use less energy during the climb also. Unfortunately, this is not one route I finished today. Just didn't seem too interesting to me, so I didn't complete it. But with that said, I thought it was a good intro since the overhang was pretty cool. On this next route, it's more of a slabby type route. And as I chalk up, I'm gonna kind of look at the wall and then go ahead and analyze what I think I'm gonna do. This one looks pretty straightforward, but was pretty confusing problem. Slabs are routes where the wall kind of lean inwards instead of outwards. There's really not too many holds on the wall. Everything seems pretty flat, so it almost is like you're just balancing and using the tiniest chips and holds, and everything just is really slippery. And this is a route that reminds me of slabs I climb when I'm outside. What I've done here is had a two-hand start in that beginning hold, and then I have to shift my feet onto the same hold. It's called matching feet, and then I have to grab that left hold to basically pull myself over and stay on that side of the wall so I can get up towards the end goal. That foot that I'm using there is really slippery, so it's really greasy. I'm gonna have to brush it here, and that's what I'm doing right now. I'm gonna grab some chalk, throw it on that foothold, and hopes that it'll keep my feet from slipping off next time. I'm gonna try this route a couple more times, but it was also not one I was able to send. Just wasn't feeling the grease on that hold, but definitely something really fun, and I'll give it a shot another time. So I'll let you finish watching my failures, and then we'll go on to some routes I can actually send today so you don't only see me falling off. So now you guys are finally gonna see me send my first route today. So this was a V3, and it was a pretty interesting route. It was basically set all along the corner, and they're all marked as white holds. These holds that I'm working on right now, they were basically two different holds that were put on each side of the corner, and then as you walk up, you kind of use them as ladders. So pretty easy route to set. And then you basically use the same holds as your foot holds too. So pretty cool one. I said V3 earlier. V3s is a way to rate the different difficulties of each climb. And it goes from like V0 to V18 or whatever, so I'm not even really sure, to be honest. But if you're climbing anywhere in double digits, I doubt you'll be watching this video. And if you are, thanks so much for your support. On this wall, we're going to work on some routes like the black one, the yellow one, and the green one. It ranges from V2 to V3. Oh, and the pink one also, V4 and a V7 that I've tried. They're all pretty cool. This black one we're going to start off with. I did help a few other newcomers with it, so what I did advise them is instead of just approaching it from the top, like reaching straight forward for the route, or for the hold, like see that one, the big chunky one on the left, is actually reach from the inside and kind of use your palm to kind of stick that whole spot, and you get a lot more friction that way, and it makes the hold a lot easier to hold. It was a pretty easy route to send. It was a typical right left right left right left movement, but nevertheless still a lot of fun. This next route on the wall is a pink one that I'm going to be working on. It's more of a dyno. I kind of looked at it for a second before actually trying it, and then I didn't realize it was a dyno. And these are probably one of the movements I'm least effective at. So basically what a dyno is a move where you go from kind of a farther area, and it's a really dynamic movement, so you pull yourself really hard and then try to stick the landing. I think I could have sent this one with a couple more tries, but I'm not at this gym very often, so just wanted to make sure I had enough energy to try all the other different routes inside the gym. This next route I'm working on is the V7 I talked about earlier. Also didn't send it, but still worth it to give it a try. It was really crimpy, so a lot of the holds were tiny, and it was mostly using my fingertips and my back muscles to get to the next hold. Pretty far holds, but otherwise it seemed pretty doable. Maybe I'll try it again the next time I'm here, and then hopefully send it and can show you guys. This next route is a V2 green route. It's pretty fun, pretty straightforward also though. Everything's a jug, but big moves. You first move to the right and kind of hang your body out, and then you start working back into the left side of the route with that side pull, and then this big jug, and then step feet up, and then the top is also a jug, and you just match hands. And one thing I forgot to mention earlier is the way to actually finish the hold or the route is to make sure both hands match, and it has to look like you actually have control of it, so you can't just like Hail Mary hold one hand on the route and then quickly touch and let go. So just make sure you have control. This route right here is a V1 green route, I believe, and you can tell by how close the holds are and how big and juggy they are that it's a V1. And this yellow route will be the last climb for today. Hope you guys had a good time watching me, and hopefully the video helped you out and you learned a little bit. Remember to hit the like button before you head out of here. It does help us create more content like this. If you want to go ahead and subscribe, that'll let you follow us. That way you can watch some of me and my buddies climb at our home gym. We'll be posting videos almost every Saturday, Tuesday, and Thursday as best as we can. Thanks so much for your time, everyone, and hope you enjoyed the video again. Climb on, everyone.